Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. So today I am trialing out the Gel X Apres nail systems. This is a first impressions / play with me. So let's have a look and see what they're all about. So I'm starting off with fresh prepped nails, and this is the kit that I ordered. I ordered the kit that has everything in it, so your pH bonder, primer, no wipe top coat, the extend gel in a bottle, a little light and a nail file, and then you also choose your tip box tip shape style. So I went for this sculpted coffin long shape. You get 500 pieces and 10 sizes, and it comes in a black box like this. There are loads of different shapes, and since this video, which I filmed a good month ago, I have ordered loads of different sizes and shapes of the tips that they do. So I've been having a good play since I filmed this video. So first thing you will need to do after you've prepped the nails is size up all your tips. Definitely do this because I forgot to do this when I first tried it out, and then I applied the extend gel to my nail and ended up nearly making a very big mess. So make sure you size your tips up first. You'll then need an e-file to prep the inside of the tip, and I was struggling with that first bit, so I swapped over and this little bit did the job perfectly. You need to etch the inside of the nail, otherwise it won't stick to your nail, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. So that's what the inside of the tip should look like, and you need to get them all ready to go like that. Also, side note, I have got a little bit of gel left on my nails. I don't like to file it all off. I always like to leave a little bit on there as an added bit of protection rather than filing it all off. So to start with, I'm just cleansing off all my nails with a bit of acetone to make sure they're all prepped and ready to go. And I'm going in with the first step, which is the pH prep, and that is labelled number 1. I now, since doing this video, I have played around with these extension system, and I like to do 2 layers of both the prep and the primer. On the video I only did 1 of each, but I have done a few sets of these now on clients and myself, and I like to apply 2 layers of that, so bear that in mind. So next you have to apply a layer of the extend gel to your natural nails and cure that in your lamp for 30 seconds. They have recently just made this extend gel into a bottle, which is awesome. It makes it so much easier. You don't need a brush or anything like that. You can just use straight from the bottle, which is so convenient, so handy, and I think will help speed up time as well. So this is my first ever nail, trying it out, and you will see that I'm getting to grips with it. It didn't go to plan, but I thought I'd leave all the footage in so you could see how I problem solved. So initially it went on really well and I was like, great, and then I realised that I now need a spare hand to hold the light on, and that's why I was like, oh no. When you're doing it on clients' nails, it's easier because you do have your spare hand, but you need a third hand when you're doing it on yourself. It's a little bit more difficult. And as you can see there, I lifted the pressure off and it created bubbles. So I'm just smoothing those bubbles out and then applying that back down again. And I tried to use my thumb to hold it in place, but by doing that, I was putting so much pressure on the nail, it started to leak out the side. Then I let go altogether and it all came off, and I gave up and started again. It was a bit of a faff, and I was getting to grips with the whole system. This is the first time again that I've tried it in this video, so yeah, I was getting to grips with it. So second time lucky, I went in and I applied it in the same way because that worked really well. You can see it all attaching down onto the nail, and I got a little helping hand. My boyfriend came and shone the light at my nail, and I lifted my hand off really carefully because I was so scared that it was just going to come straight off, but it didn't. It stuck and it was perfect. So that is technically just flash curing when you use the little lamp in the kit. You then, after have done every single nail, you will then place your whole hand into a larger LED lamp of 48 watt curing and do a full cure. So that little lamp is just flash curing to hold the tips in place. So after doing that one nail, I got a little bit more courage and decided to do the rest of them all at once. So I prepped and primed all my nails, ready to go for applying the tips. Remember, you will have already sized up all your tips ready to go, so I just leave them to the side. You then go in with the extend gel, applying 1 coat of this. I did this on all of the 4 nails that I haven't got anything on. I then cured that in my lamp for 30 seconds. So going in, I'm just showing you the application process again a few more times, just so you can see how I've done it and the way I found the easiest. I definitely have to say it is a lot harder doing it on yourself than it is on a client. Again, since this video, it has been about a month, so I have done a good few more sets on clients and also myself, so I have a better idea of how this system works and tips and tricks. I will also be doing a couple more videos about our Apres nail systems and that kind of thing. As you can see on that thumb, I did get a little bit of leakage in the back corner, but that is not a problem. We can fix that, and I'll show you at the end how I fixed it. I just want to mention that I did purchase this all with my own money. This is not sponsored or a PR package. This I bought with my own money because I was super curious as to how these worked and what they were like. So yeah, this is the last nail that I'll be showing you, my baby nail. I have, since this video, got myself a little LED torch light, and I find that 10 times easier to use than the lamp they provide with the kit for flash curing each nail. So as you can see there, that is where the gel leaked on to my skin. So I just pushed back my skin and then went in with this tiny e-file bit and just rubbed away, and then it just flicked off all that gel. So that was really easy to clean up. I thought it was going to be a little bit more fiddly than that, but it was really super easy to tidy up. I then also wanted to take the length down and see how that worked, because all these tips come in different shapes and sizes. So the idea is you have minimal filing, minimal shaping to do. They are all ready to go, but I just wanted to take the sizing numbers off the end, so I just went in with generic tip cutters and went in and cut away. I found no issues by doing this. None of the tips split or anything like that. The tips are made out of gel, they are not plastic, so that is where the difference comes in when you're comparing them to plastic tips that you stick on the end of the nail or full cover ones. These are made out of gel, not plastic. So I then went in with the file you get with the kit just to give them a little tiny shape up. I didn't want to do too much. I wanted to leave them in their initial shape. So I just went in and gave them a slight tidy up, made sure they were all the same shape and length. I then used the hand file to try and blend the back of the nail into my natural nail. You don't need to do this. I haven't been bothering doing this. In the future, after this video, I don't find it's necessary. They fit quite flush to the nail. So I just went in and did that just to see what would happen. And I just found it as being more time consuming, adding on unnecessary time. You don't need to do that step. I then went in with a buffing block and just buffed over the whole entire surface of the nail. That has just enabled me to create a good base for the gel polish design that I was then going on to do. So I just used a buffing block and buffed over every single nail, and this is what they look like buffed compared to non-buffed. So they're super shiny when you haven't buffed them, and then they are super matte when you have. So after I did that, I just used my scrub brush and dusted off any excess dust so I could have a real good look at them, and they look so super sleek, so beautiful, and I was really surprised at how much of a C-curve these guys have. And the one thing that I was most intrigued about was the apex, and as you can see here from a side view, they have a beautiful apex, which is awesome, especially for nails of this length. You need to have a good structure and apex. So that is what they look like, and I just want to show you what design I did on my nails. I'm super happy with how they turned out, and don't you worry, I have got a tutorial coming up very, very soon on how to create these gorgeous geometric Aztec super glittery and chrome nails, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, Isabelmaynails, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!